history of Holly Hobbie. Here in the rocking chair, I have my 1975 Knickerbocker Girl, which is only fitting for this video. Let's go ahead and get started. So Denise Holly Hobbie is an American artist, watercolorist, and author. She wrote the popular children's book Tulip Puddles and is the creator of Holly Hobbie. In the late 1960s, Hobbie was encouraged by her brother-in-law to sell her artwork of the rag dress wearing girl to American Greetings. The rustic New England style characters were based off of her own children, her daughters. Holly Hobbie, the character, was initially called the Blue Girl. Hobbie worked with the humorous planning department at American Greetings under art director Rex Connors, and he launched the Blue Girl as one of the most identifiable characters. A veteran concept artist and designer at Humorous, Bob Childers, insisted they make a doll of the the Blue Girl or Holly Hobbie, and no one seemed to agree with them. So he went home on his own time and hand-stitched a prototype. Childers presented it to Connors and the creative VP Tom Wilson, and it was approved. Unfortunately, there is no photo of that prototype that I could find. American Greetings approached Knickerbocker Toy Company about the license. Holly Hobbie was then licensed in 1974 as a rag doll. They were launched in 1975 and became very popular with young girls. Other products were also licensed, such as fabrics, furniture, ceramics, games, and stationery. Holly Hobbie products were later marketed by American Greetings in association with Carlton Cards. In 1976, Coleco made a toy even similar to Kenner's Easy Bake Oven called Holly Hobbie Oven. It was supposed to look like an old-fashioned wood stove. It used an incandescent light bulb for heating and packaged mixes. Some could be bought separately, so this is very similar to that Easy Bake Oven. In 1980, Richard Doubleman wrote a book called The Adventures of Holly Hobbie. She's a ghost that lives in a painting from 1803 but comes out to help a descendant, Liz Dutton, to help her find her missing father, an archaeologist that vanished in Guatemala. Dolls were even then produced by Tomy, the company that produces Blythe, in 1989 and the 90s. Knickerbocker also produced dolls with vinyl heads and soft bodies. In 2006, a spin-off called Holly Hobbie and Friends product line was launched by Linda Hayward, an author and illustrator by American Greetings. Holly Hobbie was featured on a TV series and in movies on Nick Jr. and DVD. The story goes that the new Holly is the great-granddaughter of the original Holly. At the same time, Mattel released an updated Holly Hobbie line with Amy and Carrie. The dolls have new sculpts and a body style and flat feet. They also made smaller figures with companion animals. Holly had a Cocker Spaniel named Doodles, Amy had a pig named Cheddar, and Carrie had a cat named Bonnet. Porcelain dolls were made by Ashton Drake. The Holly Hobbie movie by Nickelodeon features songs by the Hyper Girls Band. Singer Leanne Rimes sings one of the songs, and 5 more movies were released direct to DVD by Nickelodeon and Wang Film. Their last 2 releases were by Sunflower Productions, Cartoonity and Nelvana, but they were shelved in 2010. In 2018, the Family Channel and Hulu released a live action series with actress Ruby J as a modern 13-year-old Holly Hobbie. Hobbie is a country girl who enjoys playing the guitar, and she's a small town girl who tries to save her grandma's place called the Calico Cafe. It's loosely based on past elements created for the Holly Hobbie franchise. Denise Holly Hobbie currently resides in Massachusetts.